Hey everyone. So I do apologize for not posting this earlier today. I had issues with the upload process and then lost the video, so I have to refilm it. So that is why the video will be late. And yeah. So I first wanted to apologize to all of you. I am a person of my word, and I do feel really awful when I don't get things out on time when I did say I would. So I do apologize for that. But with that being said, I thought with all the stress that I've been going through and the lack of knowledge of who I am as a person, I thought maybe it'd be fun just to do like a random questions video. And I pulled a ton from the internet, just questions nobody asks, random questions, things like that. So if you see me like kind of looking all over the screen, that's because rather than handwriting over 900 questions, I decided to copy and paste them, and I will scroll randomly and just pick one and answer it. That way I can't think of anything ahead of time. So you'll get the most honest answer from me. So, without further ado, if you would like to continue to see me answer weird questions about myself, then stay tuned. Random question number 1. How many hats do you own? I want to say like 5 hats that I wear on a regular basis. I don't really wear a lot of hats. It's kind of like whenever I feel like it. I have a top hat, a bowler hat, a wide brim hat, and then a couple of other hats here and there that friends of mine made for me, and a hat that I'm making for myself. So I don't really have a ton of hats, but yes, that was a random question, but there you go. Question number 2. Do you always wear identical socks? That's a really interesting question. I do fold my socks together and keep them in the drawer together, but sometimes if I feel like matching my socks to something else, I might wear match socks, so it's more on purpose if I'm not wearing matching socks. I don't really know why. Are you patient? I would like to think that I am. I guess it depends on the situation or who I'm waiting on. I know that with my friends I can be both impatient and patient. With my family I tend to be pretty patient, but with my mother, sometimes she does stuff that drives me nuts, so I do get a little impatient with my mother. I guess it depends on the person. I don't know. Okay. Do you like scary movies? I do not. I cannot sit through scary movies. I'm actually pretty easily afraid of things. I get to be very paranoid, and I think that comes from when I was a kid and having older cousins and stuff who used to babysit me. It did not go well. A 3-year-old should not watch Poltergeist. Let's put it that way. Thunderstorms are not a good thing in my family. What was your favorite birthday? Okay, this is a hard question because I have a pretty awful memory. I guess my favorite birthday would be one where I went to the zoo, or when I was 10 I went to Disneyland for the first time, but because of my memory, I don't really remember going to Disneyland for the first time. I'm sure I was really excited, but I don't really remember being excited. All I remember is that I was walking around the park and there weren't hardly any characters, and I was pretty disappointed that I didn't get to see as many of them. My birthday's in winter, so I went over winter break, and there was hardly anyone. so that was a bit disappointing. But it was a good birthday and it was a great surprise from my parents. So, yeah. Have you ever been up in a hot air balloon? No. Another one. Who's your favorite villain? Um, okay, I have a ton of villains. I tend to fall in love with the villains before the heroes, actually. But I think that more recently in my life, I've always been kind of a fan of Batman. I used to watch Justice League as a kid, but I think as I've gotten older, I've come to appreciate it a bit more. So if you can't tell by all of this, I am a big fan of Harley Quinn. I think she's absolutely adorable, and I love that she has a really bubbly personality. And my best friend Pash and I call each other Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn. So it's really funny because I wasn't really planning on. I didn't think about Harley Quinn when I was dyeing my hair. I just kind of did it because I like the color red and I like black. And we looked back at our prom photos, and I am in red and black, and she's in this lovely like pink gown, but she has like this red hair. So I call her Red, and she's my Poison Ivy. So I think that the Gotham girls are really my favorite villains at the moment. I don't know, it probably will change, but I guess I will forever be Harley, because Pash gave me this choker, and it's really cute. So, Pash, if you're watching this, hiya, Puddin'! But, yeah. So I guess it would be Harley Quinn for a little while. Gosh, I have to practice that voice a little bit. That was pretty awful. Which do you prefer, ponytails or pigtails? I used to have pigtails a lot when I was a kid, but as I've gotten older, I stopped wearing pigtails. I don't know, I didn't like it too much, and I had to wear a bun in high school all the time, so I guess I'm just kind of used to throwing it at the back of my head, but I don't know, I guess I would have to like try pigtails again, because I haven't done that in a while. I don't know. What do you think? Do you talk to yourself? Yes, indeed I do. Do you sing to yourself? But of course, my dear. Do you know any identical twins? Yes, I know several different sets of twins. I also know some triplets. I myself am a twin, but we're fraternal, so sorry guys. He's also a boy, so really sorry guys. Do you know CPR? I do. I'm actually certified in CPR and first aid. My school had medic training as well, although I didn't have the opportunity to take it. Moving on because... How many piercings do you have? I have 4 holes in each ear. That's it. Sorry, it's nothing special. If you could be trained up in any profession of your choice by top professionals, what profession would you choose? That is a very hard question, but I think that I would either choose stereotypically tattooing, because that sounds awesome. Makeup, because I am constantly experimenting, but I've had no training whatsoever. I mean, my mother is a lot older, and I have 2 older sisters, but I didn't grow up with them because they're half siblings. So no one taught me how to do makeup. I just kind of went along and just kept playing with it until I found something that I liked. And I think the one that I'm the most serious about, and I've considered going and taking classes at my local community college, if they have them, is auto mechanics. And the reason for that is I have this deep love for classic cars, and I don't know if that's something that people don't know about me, but I actually almost bought, for my first car, I almost bought a 1960 Corvair. It was beautiful. It was a show car, and it had new brakes, new transmission. Like, it was perfect. It ran smoothly. I had a a family member go and check it out, and she took a friend who's a mechanic to look at it, and they said it ran beautifully. It was a perfect car, turquoise and white interior that was custom. Oh, it was gorgeous. But unfortunately, I did not purchase it because my family was worried about the insurance. So I figure if I go and take auto mechanics, I can take care of my own car and not have to worry about people underestimating me because I'm a woman. Teenage parents, good, bad, or indifferent? I personally have a lot of friends who are teen parents. I also have a lot of friends who are not. I specifically remember a couple in my high school experience. They had been together since middle school, and I mean like about 7th grade, so they were together a while, and they truly loved each other. The girl got pregnant, and they kept the baby, and they both walked the stage with their baby. And they're both going to college now. I think that if you can raise your child and be responsible and take care of them and make sure that they're healthy and happy, then it shouldn't matter what your age is. If you're hustling, you're grinding, and you're taking care of business, it does not matter whether you're 16, 25, or 30. It does not matter, because at the end of the day, you're taking care of yourself, you're taking care of your child. So for people out there who think that you being a teenager makes a difference whether or not you're going to be a good parent, I don't believe that, because not only are my friends in college taking care of their child and, paying the bills, they have family members around them who are more than happy to take care of them. And I know that friends of mine offered to babysit. It doesn't matter. It does take a village to raise a child, and it's sometimes a bigger support system the younger you are. What's the best piece of advice anyone has ever given you? I'd have to say that it's not necessarily advice, but just support that I've received from people. I guess just that no matter what, there are people in my life that would care for me and love me no matter what I did, and just that it doesn't matter if I have money or I don't, or my hair is an unnatural color, or what I was born with, or if I have tattoos or not, they're still gonna be there for me. I think that everyone kind of needs to learn to love themselves before they can try to love other people. Can you swim well? But of course, I am a mermaid. When it comes to water, I start swimming and I look majestic, and I've been told that I swim like some sort of mixture between a mermaid and a beautiful swan. A black swan. Hot tea or cold tea? I would say both, depending on how I feel. Who would you like to see in concert? Alive? Tons of people. Dead? Tons of people. I would love to see some of the original goth bands perform, just because, I don't know, I'd like to see where it all started and see how people used to, and I don't know if I'd want to see it in a concert hall as much as maybe a club. I'd love to see people performing in the Batcave, because I want to see where goth dancing started. I'm not much of a dancer myself, but I love watching other people. Can you knit or crochet? I can knit, and I probably could learn pretty quickly to crochet. I had a book when I was about 10 where I was just reading through stuff at the library, and I decided, oh, this looks fun, I'm gonna do it. So now I can knit some pretty mean scarves. Can you juggle? I can. Fun fact about me, in elementary school, I had a clown program. So I learned how to juggle, ride a unicycle, walk on stilts, and I juggled rings, scarves, the juggling balls, pins. Please leave suggestions. I don't mind what they are. I would love to film more often, so I'm having a bit of like a creative block. I'm trying to do more artistic things to get my imagination flowing as far as just creativity in general. So if you have any ideas for videos that you would like me to do, please let me know. I will try to set it up, and I do, again, apologize for not getting this up sooner. I hope that you all are doing well, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!